Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Juggernaut, and today we're going to talk about Warhammer 3 and why I can't continue the Let's Play anymore. Now, this has probably been one of my favourite Total War Let's Plays ever. The one in Rome Remastered was also up there, and I had one or two in Empire, and yeah, I've had generally a great relationship with Total War games, up to Rome 2, and then Rome 2 was sort of here and there, and afterwards, up until the release of Warhammer 1, it was a bit rough, and pretty much all the other historical games have been not so great ever since, but regardless, I've really enjoyed this Let's Play, and I cannot continue it. Why? Well, the game updated. Hooray. Let me explain. So, the mod I'm currently using for Warhammer 3 is a mod by Chaos Robbie called The Old World. Now, currently, that mod only works on version 4.3 and earlier of the game. For version 5.0 and later, the mod does not work and hasn't been updated yet. And even when it does get updated, you still probably won't be able to load all the save files on the new version of the game. And I've gotten around this, up until now, very simply by going back, reverting to the old version of 4.3. This is something you can do within Steam, and I thought to myself, no problem. The way you do this is, I'll actually try and show you right now. Hopefully I won't give away anything important in terms of my personal information, but here's my Steam library, right on this account at least. You go right-click, Properties, Betas, and then Beta Participation. You click here and you pick the version you want. The problem is, this worked all the way up until today when I decided to continue recording. I had a lot of work to do for university, I was away for a couple of days, I didn't record in like a week or so maybe, and I would click here and I would go, right, well, rollback, what? Oh. Yeah. Rollback version 1 is now rollback to patch 5.0.0. You can no longer go back to patch 5.3. Yikes. Now, I had a secondary issue with this, and that is that when you actually run the game, the mods update as well automatically. So if you go over to workshop content, all of these things update on their own, yeah? And so you might get, for example, Ultimate Lighting 2.0, or maybe that's a bad example. Let's go to Dynamic World or Legendary Lore. That will update to 5.0, and you're trying to play it on 4.3, and at that point, it just won't work. Whoops. So now you need to disable the mod, right? And I've done that, and I've kept just this, and the better camera, I think, and maybe the smoke fix, or the remove character trait limit, I think also works everywhere. I think that worked as well. So anyways, I had like 3 or 4 mods left that worked, but I could play the campaign still. It worked fine without any of the mods that I previously had. That was alright. So I would just revert back to the beta, and now there is no way to go back. As of patch 5.0.3, you can't do that anymore. So that campaign is lost forever. Now, to be fair, there is a way I could have avoided this. I could have gone over to General, and I could have said, it's not in General, it's in Updates, right? And I could have put this option on. Only update the game when I launch it. Update content will be acquired only when launching the game. Now, would that have worked? Maybe? But wouldn't it still update the game, Juggernaut? I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure how this would have worked, because I had it on always keep the game updated. However, I did roll back the version already, so it should have kept it at 4.3 and not updated it, which is exactly what it did for when patch 5.01 came out, hotfix, or 02, or whatever it was. It worked. And then when the latest hotfix got released, it no longer worked. And so, I can no longer continue the campaign. Unfortunate. However, I do promise you that as soon as Chaos Robbie updates this to version 5.0, I will participate in, or I will, you know, the map will work with the newest version of the game. But in case there is an update on the game, I will disable all updates for Warhammer and I will play it offline. I'll play it sans Steam, right? I will play it without Steam, I will play it offline, I will roll back, I will do wherever I need, and I will completely try and, you know, avoid all updates forever. Only update high priority. Always auto-update the game before others. Always keep this game updated. It's unbelievable to me that I can't just disable this. Like, never allow background updates too. Maybe that's what really got me in the end. Who knows? Anyways, unfortunately, now when we hit play, which I'm going to do right now, and we go, like, this was also a suspicious one. As soon as I hit play, I saw game version 5.04. I was like, oh no, it automatically updated. And the reason is, the old one just wasn't usable anymore, really, right? Couldn't use it anymore. Fortunately for me, though, most of these mods are updated. Huzzah, right? Yeah, well, not really. Because if I load in right now, I'm on version 5.0, and I have no way of getting back. But I just want to save you. I want to show you the save file, rather. All right, let's get rid of this. Come on. Skip. Thrones of Decay is out, free content is out, so on and so forth. I did not actually get Thrones of Decay. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. Then we go over into, I guess, Immortal Empires. Here's the DLC I'm missing. That'll be Chaos Dwarves and Thrones of Change and sorry, Thrones of Decay and the Kislev one. Is it Thrones of Change? It's not Thrones of Change, it's Winds of Change. It's something of change. Anyways, where was I with this? Go over into campaign and then load. The Ice Court. There it is. Old version of the game. It doesn't even recognize which version of the game. It doesn't tell you. But this is where we got it. I even renamed it to Revert, see? Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm no longer able to revert. Unfortunate. This also means that my Golden Order campaign is also gone, so might as well get rid of that too. And then I had a few shorter campaigns which I tested out here and there and so on and so forth, but doesn't really matter. We can get rid of all of them. The Dreadfleet run, with which that was played on easy. Again, I was just testing stuff out. It doesn't really matter. I was mostly playing around with the map, seeing like how things work and so on and so forth. There was Clan Scryer, and there was Khemri, which I wanted to see. There was this. I also had one on hard, I think, for that particular faction. Maybe not. Anyways. But at the end of the day, I did manage to mostly unite Kislev, right? I was a couple of steps away from confederating the last of the Kislev lords, and I held on to the province mostly. It just happens that the Chaos Gods have, well, you know, let's just say they had other plans for me. Oh, the Exiles of Khorne campaign was really fun too. But that is also gone, unfortunately. Now, I'm really hoping that for future reference I'm able to avoid stuff like this and just basically never have to update the game ever until I want to. But I don't think that's really going to be relevant for this campaign now, is it? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Can't load in, but we do have at least somewhat of an ending to the campaign, right? So it's not all terrible and it's not all bad, it's just mostly bad. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this campaign up until now. I will see you all next time. And speaking of next time, there will be one. In fact, as soon as Chaos Robbie updates, like I said, I'm going to disable all updates, and I'm going to play on the new version of the map, which will be even bigger than this. It'll feature some Chaos parallel off-map universe world kind of thing up here, which you'll need to use portals to get to, so like the Chaos Wastes, and not like a physical location in the world, but you know, within the Chaos. It's within the warp in 40k. Here it's like, you know, whatever, different dimension and stuff. And it will feature this map as well, even more expanded and stuff. And we will come back to this world, probably as a different faction, and I will get all the DLC and stuff too. But until then, my name's Juggernaut. Thank you for your attention with this campaign. It was fun, unfortunately cut short by Tzeentch, I would assume, right? Lord of Change changed my game version. The bastard. Anyways, I'm going to go get some work done, earn some money for that DLC, buy it, and then prepare for the new Chaos map. Or for the new all-world map, sorry. See you then. Until then, have fun, take care, and maybe check out some of the series that I have on the channel. Stuff that isn't prone to breaking because the game's updated. Ha ha ha. Have fun, take care, bye-bye.